Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It is March 30th. It's our first day back from break, so hope you had a fun week off and hope you did some fun things. Maybe got outside a little bit. Of course, with social distancing, stay at least 6 feet away from everybody else. Hopefully, this week we can talk about some fun things that you did over break. But this video is just a welcome back, an intro, and of course, just to talk about what's expected and what are some of the things we're going to be doing for distance learning in science. So the main thing that I can tell you guys is to check your emails every single day. Okay, you don't have to check it 100 times a day, but just check it a few times a day, but make sure you're checking it every day. Also, make sure you're checking Google Classroom. That is the main hub, the main place where every single teacher for 7th and 8th grade is going to be, and 5th and 6th grade for that matter too, is going to be placing all of the daily assignments and announcements. So check your email and check your Google Classroom. There's also a daily agenda that's being sent out. All of this, of course, was emailed or mailed home to your parents and guardians. But there's a daily agenda website where you can scroll and you can see every single teacher, 5th through 8th grade, and what their agenda is for that day. So if you have a question about homework or about anything for that day, you click on that. You see the little intro that the teacher has, and you figure out what you got to do from there. And of course, you can go back once we get to maybe day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of distance learning. You can always go back and check what we did on day 5 and day 6 and day 4 and stuff like that. So technically, class starts at 9 a.m. for you guys and ends at about 2. That's when the teachers are available from 9 to 2. Okay, so when 9 a.m. hits, the assignment's going to be uploaded to the daily agenda, and it'll be a link for me most of the time, if not all the time, be a link to Google Classroom. So you can either go to the daily agenda and click on that, which I suggest you do, or you go to the Google Classroom page for me, for Mr. Muller, whatever hour, 1, 2, 3, or 7, and click on the assignment or whatever it is that is on Google Classroom. In order to be in order to get credit for the assignment and to get credit for attending class, you have to have the assignment, whatever it may be, done by 9 a.m. the next day. So let's say for today, for instance, you start at 9 a.m., you open up, you go to my Google Classroom. My first assignment is to watch this video and then to fill out a Google form with just a question on it. It's talking about, how you doing, how are things going, do you have questions, what are your concerns, what are your, things that you're excited about for distance learning. So once you fill that in with the appropriate amount of sentences and submit that, I will see that. You'll get credit for the points for the day and for coming to class that day. If you don't finish it by 9 a.m. the next day, then it's considered late. And so if you don't finish that today's assignment, by Thursday, then I'm going to send out an email or try to contact your parent guardian or you. And then if it's 5 days, then the principal is going to have to make a contact, priority with you and your guardian or parent. So just keep that in mind. Try to get everything done the day of. I think we're going to try to get around 3 hours of work for 7th and 8th graders, around 2.5, 3 hours of work. So you're going to be you're going to be out of school, so you're not going to be in school for the 7, 8 hours that you normally are, but you'll have 3 hours of work. So you should have plenty of time to get this stuff done. And we're trying to ease into it, so not as difficult or demanding assignments to start off with, a little bit easier, lighter reading, lighter questions, until we work our way into distance learning. Some other things, grading. My grading is going to be very similar to other teachers. Okay, 5 to 10 points maybe for every assignment, and it'll be true, false, it'll be fill in the blanks, it'll be multiple choice, stuff like that, and it'll be a lot of formative assignments, and to see if you are doing them, to see if you meet the requirement, the assessment, and you should be good. And this will all go towards your quarter 4 grade, since that starts today. Technology. So again, emails and Google Classroom is what you're going to want to use. There'll be times possibly where we use Zoom, but that's probably going to be saved for advisory because I can't Zoom with 117 seventh grade students for science. That just is impractical. So Zoom, think about, if you've never been on Zoom, go on Zoom, type in Zoom, and you can, maybe Zoom with some friends. Maybe you've already done this. Okay, and you can work with some of the settings there. But again, that'll be for advisory, which another thing I need to talk about is advisory. If you're in my advisory and you haven't signed up on Google Classroom for my advisory, I sent out the code and everything. Get signed up because we want every single person participating in our advisory. We're going to continue on with our advisory lessons. It'll be fun, interactive, and we'll use Zoom for that as much as we can. Other things is Google Hangouts. Okay, that's more like one-on-one. So if I need to talk to you or you need to talk to me about something, we can do Google Hangout one-on-one or with a parent or guardian, stuff like that. Flipgrid is another thing that I'm going to try to work with and see how well that works. Another one is called Screencastify. There's lots of options, so just be ready and willing to sign into some of these things and work with some of these new technologies, which I'm sure you already have, or once you do, you'll be 100 times better than me at it. Day one, again, I already talked about this, but you just want to go in that Google form for today and answer those questions. It's just one question. I believe so. Put your name in, put your hour, answer the question with as many sentences as you would like, but probably give me at least 2 or 3, okay? And that'll be your daily assignment for today, and tomorrow will be a different one. As we go forward, it's been a few days, a week or so, longer since we've talked about science things and done science things in my classroom, so we are going to go back again, I apologize, but we're going to go back and review some of these microorganisms to start off our distance learning. We're going to talk about bacteria, and we're going to review and you're going to have to read some book pages and answer some questions, and then we'll go on to viruses, and then we'll start something new, which we'll do fungus and protists, and then we'll carry on forward, and I'll talk about that more in videos to come. But that's the agenda for now. I have digitally uploaded the textbook pages so you can view those, but all of you, except for maybe James, all of you should have your textbook, your physical copy textbook, brought home the week before spring break. But I will have digital copies of the pages if that is something you'd rather do, or maybe you lost your textbook or something. All right, so welcome back again, and we'll be seeing more of you very soon. Thank you.